Steady vibrations are those vibrations in which amplitude of vibration remains constant with respect to time. Okay. In case of transient vibrations, the amplitude of vibrations decreases continuously with respect to time. Okay. So if we have constant amplitude means the maximum displacement from the mean position. If we have this kind of vibrations in which amplitude of vibration remains same, such vibrations are the steady vibrations. In case of transient vibration, the amplitude of the vibrations decreases with respect to time. Such vibrations are transient vibrations. Steady vibrations are corresponding to undamped vibration, and transient vibrations are corresponding to damped vibration. In case of damped vibrations, also amplitude decreases, and in case of undamped vibrations, again amplitude remains same. In case of steady vibration, amplitude remains same, and in case of transient vibrations, amplitude decreases continuously. Okay. So we have steady and we have transient vibration. Steady amplitude remains constant with respect to time, no energy loss. Transient vibrations, we have continuous loss of energy, so we have decrease. In the amplitude of vibrations with respect to time. Okay. Now the next classification is linear and non-linear vibrations. Linear and non-linear vibrations. Okay. So linear vibrations, we have three elements: spring, mass, and damper. If all the elements, we have three elements. Okay. We have spring, which is going to store the potential energy. We have mass, which is going to store the kinetic energy, and we have damper, which is going to eliminate the energy of the system. If all the three elements behave linearly, such vibrations are known as the linear vibrations. If any of the element behaves non-linearly, such vibrations are known as the non-linear vibrations. Okay. Spring, mass, damper, if all behaves linearly, F is equal to K into X linearly. Then here we have F is equal to C into X dot linearly. F is equal to M into A or X double dot. If all the elements are behaving linearly, such vibrations are linear vibrations. If any of the element behaves non-linearly, such vibrations are the non-linear vibrations. Okay. The next classification is rectilinear and torsional vibrations. Rectilinear and torsional vibrations. Okay. First of all, we are discussing the torsional vibrations. Torsional vibrations are nothing but the twisting of the element. Torsional vibrations are nothing but the twisting of the element. Torsional vibrations. Torsional vibrations always occurs. Let's say we have an element. Okay. Torsional vibrations always occurs in the plane of cross-sectional area. Let's say this one is, we have a disc connected to shaft, fixed at one point, and we have this kind of vibration. If we have this kind of vibration, the vibrations in the plane of cross-section to the bar. Plane of cross-section to the bar, we have twisting and twisting. Such vibrations are known as the torsional vibrations. Torsional vibrations occurs in the plane of cross-sectional area. So if we have these kind of vibrations, such vibrations are known as the torsional vibrations. The vibrations which occurs in the cross-sectional plane, such vibrations are the torsional vibrations. Okay. The rectilinear vibrations we can classify into two parts. One is the longitudinal vibrations. And we have lateral vibrations. Now longitudinal vibrations. Okay, this one is the torsional vibrations. Now the longitudinal vibrations. Longitudinal vibrations means the vibrations which occurs along the length of the member. If we have this kind of system, if we are stretching this mass in the positive x direction, then this will vibrate along to the longitudinal axis of the member. This will vibrate along to the longitudinal axis of the member. Such vibrations are known as the longitudinal vibrations. The vibrations which occurs along the longitudinal axis of the member, such vibrations are known as the longitudinal vibration, in which we have stretch and compression of the member. Stretch and compression of the member. In the same case of spring, extension, compression of the member. Such vibrations are known as the longitudinal vibrations. Okay. The lateral vibration occurs in the lateral axis. What is lateral axis? Lateral axis is the axis which is perpendicular to the longitudinal axis. If we have this one is the longitudinal axis, then this axis or this axis y axis or this axis z axis. If the member is vibrating like that, if we have vibrations in the member like that, if we have vibrations along the lateral direction, we have provided disturbance like that in the lateral direction, so the system will vibrate along the lateral axis. Such vibrations are known as the lateral vibrations. Or we can have vibrations in the z axis also, along the z axis. Such vibrations are known as the lateral vibrations. Okay, these are the main classification of the vibration. Okay, first classification we have done on the basis of the external excitation. We have free vibration, we have forced vibration. If we have continuous external excitation, then we have forced vibration. If we have single initial disturbance, such vibrations are free vibration. Frequency corresponding to free vibration is the natural frequency, and this one is the forced frequency. Undamped, damped. Second classification we have done on the basis of damping element present in the system. If we have damping element, such vibrations, damped vibration. The damping function of damping element is to eliminate. The function of damping element is to eliminate. Here we have some correction. F is equal to, in case of mass, we have F is equal to mx double dot. In case of damper, we have C into x dot. Okay. The damping, if we have damping element present in the system, the function of damping element is to eliminate the energy of the system. Such vibration, damped vibration. If we don't have any energy dissipating element, such vibrations, undamped vibration. Deterministic, which can be predict. Okay, such vibrations we can predict the acceleration, velocity, displacement. If we can predict such vibration deterministic, we cannot predict such random vibration. Okay, up to be random vibration. Steady, the amplitude of vibration remains constant with respect to time. Steady vibration, transient, amplitude of vibration decreases continuously with respect to time. Transient vibration. Linear, if all the elements behave linearly, such vibrations are linear vibration. If any of the element behaves non-linearly, such vibrations are non-linear vibration. Okay. Then we have rectilinear and torsional vibration. Torsional vibrations, the vibration which occurs in the plane of cross-sectional area. twisting of the element. Such vibrations are known as the torsional vibration. Rectilinear we can classify into two, longitudinal and lateral. In case of longitudinal vibration occurs along the axis of member, longitudinal axis of member. We have compression, we have extension. Compression, extension. Such vibrations are known as the longitudinal vibration. Lateral vibration, if we have vibration along the lateral axis of member, we have vibration lateral axis of member. Such vibrations are known as the lateral vibrations. So this one is the classification of vibrations. Okay guys, this is it for today's lecture. Okay, see you tomorrow.